What up, players? Pat with this week's recap of America's Next Top Model, and I have no idea why I said, what's up, players? I'm really kind of shocked at the girl that got eliminated, but we'll get there. First up, we see the girls sort of getting in some drama about the Tyra suite. Tyra suite! And you know, like, you don't know anything. I give props to the producers for inventing the Tyra suite because you know it is going to make drama between the girls, and it did. So Laura was the winner of the Tyra suite, and Layla thought she was Layla or Leela? I forget now. Layla? Ugh. It doesn't matter anymore. Spoiler. She brought Laura to the Tyra suite with her, so Layla thought Laura would bring her to the Tyra suite, but she didn't. She brought evil Kristen instead, and then Layla rolled her eyes, and Laura got mad at her and said, oh my god, why are you so obsessed with me? I couldn't invite her to my birthday party because she was a lesbian, right? Okay, Mean Girls. And so there was some drama with that, and everybody cried, and then it's moments like that where I remember that all of the girls on the show are like 18 and 19 years old, and I feel so old. Anyway, so that happened. When it was time for their challenge, they met Alicia Keys and her sexy, deep voice, and they did a fashion show for her charity, and the girl whose dress got the highest bid to purchase was the challenge winner, and the winner was Kiara, and I think that Alicia Keys picked her because they both have the same sexy, deep voice. So Kiara was the winner, got $10,000 for her scholarship. I like when the girls walk. I like when they do fashion shows because they do shoots all the time, but I like when they walk because that's a big part of modeling, and some of the girls were just bad, and Tyra told Layla that she doesn't move her arms or anything, which she didn't. It was kind of weird, and yeah, it threw off her whole game. When it came time for the photo shoot, they were cheerleaders. Yeah, and they were cheerleaders, and they got tossed in the air wearing fashion outfits, and Laura was really scared to be a cheerleader because, as we found out in panel, she's really afraid she's going to hit her head, which I think is kind of a weird phobia, but since she said if she goes on a mountain, she's scared wind is going to blow her away. Apparently she had some traumatic wind head childhood memory, but maybe we'll see that in future episodes. At panel, the photos were okay. Like, Kristen had a really good photo, and I hate her because she's evil. Maybe not in real life, but on the show she's evil, and she had a really great photo, but like Rob and Kelly loved it, but Tyra said she just looked like a cheerleader, which I agree, but it was a cool photo. And this is where I love, the scoring in the show makes things a little more interesting, but you can tell when Tyra wants to raise or lower a girl because Rob and Kelly gave Kristen really high scores and Tyra was like, 2. I give it a 2. No, she didn't give it a 2, but she gave it a really low score. And then Alyssa, who I think Tyra really likes because she keeps giving her nice scores, Rob and Kelly were like, oh no, I give you a 5, I give you a 6, and Tyra was like 9 for no reason. Not trying to cheat and keep you in the game. Yeah, the photos were okay. I don't really even want to talk about any of the specific ones besides Kristen. Bottom 2, first call out was Nastasia, which is great. I like Nastasia. I thought her photo was interesting. She did the full-on, spread eagle. She's cool. Go Nastasia. And the bottom 2 were Brittany and Layla, which I was a little surprised about. And at the very beginning of the episode, this is why I need to always go with my gut. Because once, 1 minute into the episode, they showed Layla being like, oh, I really need to win, and I need to do better at the show. And as soon as they showed her confessional, I was like, oh shit, Layla's going home. And then as the episode was going on, I was like, no, she's too good. There's no way she's going to go home. No, Pat, listen to your gut. Whoever gets that first little personal moment, every episode goes home. And Layla did. She was in the bottom 2 with Brittany, and she lost by half a point. And I think she was shocked, and I think Tyra was a little annoyed because she told her she needs to go to that redemption island and kick ass in her photos. And I think the judges were sad, and the girls were sad. I just was surprised. And not that I really thought Brittany should have went home over Layla, but Brittany was looking really rough at panel. Her makeup was weird, her hair was weird, she was crying, and she loves Disney. I was concerned. So Laura is eliminated. Go to cwtv.com and watch her show and leave some comments about what you thought about this week's episode. There's a link to see this week's photos too. So leave some comments, I'll read them, and I'll see you next week. Bye.